Silk Road was an online darknet marketplace that operated from 2011 to 2013, selling a range of illegal goods and services, including drugs, counterfeit items, and hacking tools. It was one of the most significant online black markets, with an estimated turnover of over $1 billion in its 2.5 years of operation. This video explores the history, operation, and impact of Silk Road, which remains one of the most illegal businesses in the world. Chapter 1: The Birth of Silk Road. Silk Road was founded by Ross Ulbricht, a self-proclaimed libertarian, under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts, DPR. Ulbricht, who was born in Austin, Texas, in 1984, was a graduate of the University of Texas, where he studied physics and engineering. He became interested in libertarianism and the idea of creating a free market outside the control of the government and the traditional financial system. In 2010, he discovered the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, which would become the foundation of Silk Road's operations. In February 2011, Ulbricht launched Silk Road as a Tor hidden service, using Bitcoin as the primary means of payment. The site's name was inspired by the ancient trade routes that connected Asia and Europe, and Ulbricht saw it as a way to connect buyers and sellers of illegal goods in a safe and anonymous manner. The site quickly gained popularity, attracting drug dealers, hackers, and other criminals from around the world. Chapter 2: The Operation of Silk Road. Silk Road operated on the Tor network, which provided users with anonymity by routing their internet traffic through a series of relays. The site was accessible only through the Tor browser, which could be downloaded from the Tor project website. To buy and sell on Silk Road, users had to create an account and deposit funds into a Bitcoin wallet. They could then browse the site's listings, which included drugs, counterfeit items, and hacking tools, among other things. The sellers on Silk Road were vetted by DPR and his staff, who used a system of ratings and feedback to ensure the quality of the goods and services. The site also had a forum where buyers and sellers could communicate, and a dispute resolution system in case of conflicts. The site took a commission on each transaction, which was paid in Bitcoin. Silk Road's operation was not without its challenges. The site's servers were located in Iceland, and Ulbricht used various means to hide his identity, including using encrypted email and communicating with his staff through an anonymous messaging system. Nevertheless, law enforcement agencies around the world were monitoring the site's activities, and in 2013, they finally caught up with Ulbricht. Chapter 3: The Demise of Silk Road. In October 2013, the FBI arrested Ross Ulbricht in a San Francisco public library, charging him with drug trafficking, money laundering, and computer hacking. They also seized the Silk Road servers, which contained a wealth of information about the site's operations. Ulbricht's trial began in January 2015 and lasted for 4 weeks. The prosecution presented a wealth of evidence, including messages and documents seized from the Silk Road servers, as well as testimony from Ulbricht's former employees and associates. Ulbricht's defense team argued that he was not the real DPR and that he had created the site as an experiment in libertarianism. However, the jury rejected these arguments, and Ulbricht was convicted on all charges. In May 2015, Ulbricht was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge cited the seriousness of the crimes committed on Silk Road, which included drug trafficking, identity theft, and murder for hire, among others. Ulbricht's sentencing marked the end of Silk Road's reign as the most significant online black market, but its impact would be felt for years to come. Chapter 4: The Impact of Silk Road. Silk Road's operation and subsequent takedown had significant consequences for the online black market ecosystem. The closure of the site forced many users to find alternative marketplaces, some of which were even more dangerous and less reliable than Silk Road. Others simply gave up on the idea of buying illegal goods online, wary of the risks involved. The case also highlighted the challenges faced by law enforcement agencies in regulating online activity. Silk Road's use of the Tor network and Bitcoin made it difficult for authorities to track the site's users and transactions, and it took years of investigation and collaboration between various agencies to bring down the operation. Silk Road's impact was not limited to the online world, however. The site's sale of drugs and other illegal items had real-world consequences, fueling addiction and funding criminal activity. The site's use of Bitcoin also helped to popularize the cryptocurrency, which would go on to become a major asset class in the years that followed. Chapter 5: Lessons Learned. The rise and fall of Silk Road offers several lessons for those interested in the intersection of technology and criminal activity. One of the most significant is the importance of regulation and oversight in the digital world. While the internet offers unprecedented freedom and connectivity, it also provides a platform for illegal activity that can be difficult to monitor and regulate. Law enforcement agencies must work together to stay ahead of these trends, using the latest technology and investigative techniques to track down and prosecute criminals. Another lesson is the importance of transparency in online transactions. Silk Road's use of Bitcoin and the Tor network made it difficult to track the site's transactions and users, contributing to the site's longevity. However, these same features also made it more difficult for buyers and sellers to trust one another, leading to disputes and fraudulent transactions. Online marketplaces must find ways to balance privacy and security with transparency and accountability, providing users with the tools they need to make informed decisions. Conclusion: Silk Road was one of the most illegal businesses in the world, a darknet marketplace that operated outside the control of governments and traditional financial systems. The site's use of Bitcoin and the Tor network made it difficult to track, and its sale of drugs and other illegal items had real-world consequences. While the site's takedown marked a victory for law enforcement agencies, it also highlighted the challenges of regulating online activity and the importance of transparency and oversight in the digital world. The story of Silk Road is a cautionary tale for those interested in the intersection of technology and criminal activity, a reminder that the internet offers both opportunities and risks.